Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bending Time with Daryl Sweeney. I am Daryl Sweeney. I am your host. I am your coach. I am your partner on this journey. Now, this is one of my favorites. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you've seen some of these in years past, but I always come back to it because it is a foundation. It is a way for any of you to create at an incredibly high level as you kick off your 2025. So let's talk about resolutions. So many people, this is the time of year where we're starting to hear about New Year's resolutions and why this year is going to be different and what's going to make it different. And you can imagine that as a coach, people are always coming up to me and telling me what they're up to. They're telling me what they're going to do in 2025 that is going to be so different from 2024. And resolutions are interesting. I used to make New Year's resolutions all the time, and I've gotten away from it. Resolutions are so oddly specific. You know, people will be very, very specific about what they tell me. They will tell me about the exact thing they're going to start doing or the exact amount of weight they're going to lose or the exact amount of revenue they're going to make in the business, right? So they're telling me the goals that they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. I believe goals are really important. All my clients have incredible goals. That's the work we do. And we figure out what it is that we want to create in the world, the goal, and then we go about creating it. But how we get there, what is driving it is what is so interesting to me. So I want to give you an alternative to New Year's resolutions this year. It's something that I've been using in my world. It's something that my clients use, something a lot of people have found useful. And I am not the creator of it. I have been a consumer of it. And the first year I did this, and every year since, it's really, really served me. And I believe it will serve you too. Now, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that while I am interested in what we're doing in the world, I also believe that it flows from who we're being in the world. So rather than set simply a doing goal, my question is always the same. Who is the person? Who would you need to be this year to accomplish what you said you want to accomplish? You want to double revenue in your organization. You want your team to work together better than ever before and create at a higher level than ever before. You want to open up new locations. You want to have a better marriage at home. You want to lose the weight you've been trying to lose. You want to get in a better shape. You want to be a better parent to your kids. It doesn't matter what you're interested in creating or what your goal may be. My question's the same. Who do you need to be in order to successfully do that? Who would you need to be to achieve what you say you want to achieve? And that's where my alternative to New Year's resolutions comes in. Now, chances are you may have seen this book before, right? It's called One Word. It says one word that will change your life, and it's written by John Gordon, Dan Britton, and Jimmy Page. The idea behind this book is simple. It is, what is the one word that is going to be a foundation for you this year, that is going to drive everything you're up to this year? What is the one word that is going to help you create that which you really want in 2025? See, when we have our one word, when we have a foundation, when we know who we're being, then what we're doing flows naturally from that. So my one word this year for me is integrity. And if you've heard me talk about integrity, then you know I see as integrity as the degree to which we are our word, meaning the degree to which we do what we say we're going to do. As I've worked on this over the last couple of years, the higher percentage of time, the more of the time I do what I say I'm going to do, whether it is something I tell you I'm going to do or I tell myself I'm going to do, the more often I do that, the better my life gets. Right? For years and years and years, I told myself I was going to get in shape. I set a New Year's resolution and said I was going to go to the gym. I said I was going to work out consistently 3-4 days a week, whatever it was. I said I was going to run or ride or lift. And then the alarm would go off on a Tuesday or Thursday or Friday morning. And I would ask myself a whole bunch of questions. Right? Did I get enough sleep? Do I feel like doing this? Is this the best thing for me? Or some other rational reason to not do the thing I said I'd do. And so I didn't. Right? So I was very inconsistent. And this was just one of many places in my life where I said I was going to do something and then I didn't do it. I didn't follow through. It also happened for other people. I tell people I'm going to send you this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to be at this place at a specific time, and it didn't happen. As I've began cleaning that up over the last few years, my life gets better and better and better. I'm able to create at a higher and higher level. My relationships are better. My business is better. My income is better. It all flows from my relationship with my word. And so it became obvious to me a few months ago that as I started seeing places in my life where I'm not being my word, where I'm not doing what I say I'm going to do. And I don't keep anything from you, so I'll go ahead and tell you. One of those places that shows up over and over and over again is nutrition. Right? My workouts are on point, but that will only take me so far if I don't create powerfully what I put in my mouth, what I'm doing with my nutrition. But that felt like a place where I really struggled being my word. So I'm shifting that. I realize that it's not about the nutrition itself. It's about my ability to do what I say I'm going to do. It's about my ability to trust myself. It's about my ability to follow through. So my one word is integrity. That is going to drive everything this year. I'm going to bring more integrity into my business. I'm going to bring more integrity into my relationships. I'm going to bring more integrity into who I'm being and how I'm showing up in the world everywhere. And in doing that, things will shift. Watch. So what is it for you? What is your one word that is going to drive 2025, that is going to be a foundation that you can create from? If you haven't checked out this book, I highly recommend it. You can read it in an hour, and it will walk you through the process of finding your one word. One of the things the author says here is that you don't choose your word chooses you. That was my relationship with integrity. That word chose me. It found me. I just knew it was my word. I didn't sit there and reflect and think about it, although there are processes to do just that in the book. So I highly recommend picking up this book. If you've set New Year's resolutions, great. I'm not telling you to set those aside, but I believe there's a deeper level. There's something underneath that can increase your likelihood to actually achieve them this year. And I believe this book can be powerful. Now, before I get out of here, I want to share one more book with you, and it is One Word for Kids. So this isn't just something for you as an adult, but you can also share this with the kids in your life. My kids read this book every year. My oldest, my 10-year-old Samuel, has already chosen his word for the year, and it's leader. Him and I have been talking a lot about what it means to be 10 years old, about all the places where he can step up and be a stronger leader in his life. And he came to me one day and he said, "Dad, I know what my word is. It's leader." That is the word he is going to be leaning and living into in 2025. I can't wait to see what he creates from that. It's already created some really powerful conversations for him and I. So take this idea and run with it. Share it with your team, share it with your family, share it with the people you love most, and see what's possible. See just how much you can create in your internal and external worlds this year. And let me know how it goes. If you've come up with your own one word, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear the word. I would love to hear why. Reach out to me. Send me a message. You can find me at darylsweeney.com. You can find me on many of the social media platforms, right? LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So look me up. Send me a message. Let me know what you're up to this year. Let me know what your one word is and what you hope to create from it. Hopefully you've gotten a lot out of this episode. If there's somebody in your life who needs to hear this message, please share it. And if you're finding value in conversations like this and you haven't subscribed yet, click the button subscribe. Make sure you don't miss anything going forward. Let's create an incredible 2025 together. If there's anything I can do to support you, know that I'm here. Don't hesitate to reach out. Talk to you guys soon.